Okay. We ready?
Yep, we're ready.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. And basically, you're keeping minutes. You know who's here. You don't need to go around.
Okay, look at the name tags.
Yeah, look at the name tag. Here you go. Okay. All right. We'll skip the chair selection since we don't have a quorum. Public? There's no public? Okay, all right. Okay. All right. The meeting from August minutes are in the packet. I guess we can't vote on them, but if you got any corrections to them, let us know. Otherwise, they'll stand. You want to do the financials?
Sure. So this is the first report for the first quarter of FY19. We do this referendum, the current referendum that we have in place runs through June 30th of 2019. So after this meeting, there will be 3 additional meetings to go through the remainder of the year. We're projected to collect $48.1 million, and based on the art positions that we have that we're currently funding, in addition to the Magnet and the Career Academy, we're projected to spend slightly over that, $51 million in expenses. Are there
We ended up last year spending a little bit more than we collected too, didn't we?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so now we're closing the gap with this year.
Okay.
A little bit more.
Okay. Okay.
In the future meetings, we can look at those. So our next meeting is scheduled for March 19th. Or March 8th, sorry.
March 8th.
March 8th.
March 8th on here, yeah.
Yeah. So our next
Okay.
meeting is on March 8th. And so at that meeting, we'll bring back this quarterly report so that the committee can take a vote, and then we'll have the report through December 31st.
Also had the results of the November 6th election, which will have a big impact on the future of this committee.
How did we miss? I was reading the paper today, and they had the enrollment, the Post had the enrollment thing. How did we miss the high school? We always thought the high schools were growing, and it isn't. How did we miss that?
I think our high school enrollment was down a few hundred overall, about 300 kids or so. I don't know if we necessarily missed it. There was some work done. Boca High School was severely overcrowded, and we did we had basically an audit of the current enrollment where they make students and their families verify that they live within the boundaries and all that. And we did see a significant drop at Boca High. That could have had something to do with it. There was some speculation there was kids coming up from Broward County in Boca High, and I think that was curbed. But otherwise, yeah, our overall enrollment, the state had us projected kind of high. They had projected us over 2,500. Ms. Knust and our demographer had us more thinking about 1,500 was more realistic, and then we came in slightly under 1,000. But when you look at against an enrollment of 190,000 plus on a percentage basis, that's still a pretty small percentage to be off on the forecast. And we'll continue to add students throughout the school year as well.
I was just amazed because I've was on the boundary committee for years, and I swear that they were so accurate on their projections of what would be.
Yeah, our demographer does a good job overall. He's pretty accurate.
They tightened up the process this year only. I know I heard a lot of rumbling about that.
Well, we got a tremendous amount of calls from Del Rey about kids who wanted to go to Boca High, and how could we get in? And that, it was just funny because going back years and years and years ago, it wasn't Boca High.
It was the other way.
It wasn't Boca High that was the outstanding Boca school that everyone wanted to go
Spanish
into.
River,
It was Spanish
tough, right?
River.
Oh, yeah.
That's because I was there.
That's right.
Okay. Did you see the article in the paper this morning about Don Estridge?
Yes, I'm familiar.
You're
with the
very
issue.
familiar with it? I don't know.
We're sorting through there.
Why?
You know, there's,
Why can't they build the school in, 4 months?
They can't build
That is done.
It takes 18 months from the time the plan is accepted to build a development to really start.
No,
It's the process of the planning, of the permitting that
No, I'm
takes
talking
forever.
about actually building. All your permits are obtained, everything else. Today, what you can do building construction-wise, you can build that 200,000 square foot building in 4 months. You do it 24/7.
GL
don't
has,
understand.
when we
Well,
were talking about a high school in the Cobra area, GL, we had said, can we, just in talking,
Yeah.
can we hire your construction company? Because no one builds a development faster than he does.
He builds fast, but I mean, you need
But it's
to,
but they
you
have.
need to bend the rules. You need to change the
that-
modification of the rules. and
Whatever
do
it
it.
is. But whatever. Listen, we've been promised that high school on Lyons, south of
Yeah.
Lake Worth, when that place was a polo fields on both sides, et cetera. God, more than
Yeah,
10
that's-
years.
Triple O High School that we still plan to build. We're having a little trouble getting approval from the state,
Right.
and it's kind of like the situation in Boca that's complicating that elementary school down there. And then also we're working out the deal with the city where they're going to donate the land. But I'll share this with my colleagues. Ms. Wanda
Share
Pauls.
it with them, because there's no reason why that can't be done. I mean, other buildings are doing it. I mean, from the time they actually put the shovel in the ground till they CO. There's a lot of buildings being built in, 100,000 square foot in 3-4 months. But they
Incredible.
do almost around the clock. And some people like to work at night. My crews, on 995, they can't work out there in the daytime. They have to work at night. It's cooler, less traffic.
Right.
And some of them have to work at night because of conflicting schedule with other things in their
Well,
lives.
I can only tell you, Odyssey Middle School doesn't have the sign Odyssey Middle School on the building anymore. It was removed.
Yeah, the work's going on to prepare it for South Tech.
South Tech needs that, too. All right, well, we're talking about things that are not even on our committee's agenda, but that's okay. All right.
It's an informational meeting, so it's
Informational,
okay. It
okay.
can get a little off
You're getting
track.
a little more than you need. Okay.
All right,
That's
well,
it.
that's it, yeah, because
That's
there's
it?
nothing to.
Okay,
it.
we thank you for coming.
All right, thank you.
Just be sure and get March the 8th. All this election stuff will be over with, and
Oh,
a lot of
God.
the tourists will be going back north, and
My husband goes to bed early. I stay up late. And I said to him, you miss the best news shows after 9 o'clock.
oh, you mean the,
Rachel.
okay, yeah.
There's always
It gets going
something.
at nighttime, huh?
There's always something.
Okay. Yep, and do the 9:30 next.
I'm really worried.
Okay.
But I can't conceive of what they're going to do.